Greetings to you, my discerning audience. If you are among the millions navigating life with diabetes, whether type 1 or type 2, and find yourself in that vibrant chapter of life, aged 40 or beyond, specifically between 45 and 54, then this conversation is tailor-made for you. You've likely heard the common refrain, perhaps from well-meaning friends or even fleeting media sound bites. Just cut out sugar and your diabetes will be fine. But tell me, have you ever felt deep down that this simplistic advice barely scratches the surface of your daily reality? Have you sensed there's a more intricate, perhaps even a more profound, understanding required to truly manage your metabolic health? You see, for individuals like you who are embracing the wisdom and experiences that come with middle age, the journey of metabolic regulation is far more nuanced, far more sophisticated than mere sugar avoidance. It's not just about what you eliminate from your diet. It's about understanding a complex interplay of factors, a symphony where many instruments must play in harmony. Your body, a marvel of biological engineering, undergoes subtle yet significant shifts as you mature. These changes, often imperceptible on the surface, can dramatically influence how your body processes glucose, how insulin functions, and ultimately, how your diabetes manifests and progresses. Consider for a moment your own unique physiology. Are you aware of how your body's insulin sensitivity might be evolving? Or how your metabolism, once perhaps more forgiving, now demands a more precise approach? This isn't merely about feeling different. It's about measurable physiological transformations that necessitate an updated strategy for control. We're talking about the intricate dance of medical nutrition therapy, not just a diet, but a scientifically guided approach to fuel your body optimally. We're examining structured exercise regimens, tailored to your capabilities and needs, to enhance glucose uptake and boost overall well-being. And for many of you, we're acknowledging the crucial, often indispensable, role of pharmacological agents, the medications that work in concert with your lifestyle choices to achieve stable glucose homeostasis. But here's a critical truth, one that often remains obscured until complications arise. Uncontrolled diabetes, especially in your age group, can quietly, insidiously inflict significant systemic damage, even in the complete absence of overt symptoms. Have you ever considered what might be transpiring beneath the surface within the delicate architecture of your organs, while you feel perfectly fine? Picture your vital systems, your heart, your kidneys, your eyes, your nervous system, silently bearing the brunt of elevated glucose levels, day after day, year after year. This silent progression is perhaps the most deceptive aspect of diabetes, a stealthy antagonist working behind the scenes. Think of it like this. Your internal environment, your very cellular landscape, is constantly responding to the glucose circulating within your bloodstream. When these levels are consistently elevated, even if you don't feel immediate discomfort, the long-term impact can be profound. We're discussing the microvascular and macrovascular changes that, over time, can lead to serious health challenges. Are you truly confident that you understand these subtle, internal battles? Do you know the early warning signs, or more importantly, the proactive steps you can take to prevent these silent infiltrations from becoming debilitating realities? Your quality of life, your longevity, your ability to enjoy this prime chapter of your existence hinges upon a proactive, informed approach to diabetes management. It's about more than just avoiding the obvious. It's about understanding the complex mechanisms at play and taking command of your health with intelligence and precision. This requires a deeper dive, a comprehensive exploration into how age-related physiological changes specifically impact your diabetes, and crucially, what actionable knowledge you can acquire to mitigate these risks. We're talking about preserving your vision, protecting your kidney function, safeguarding your cardiovascular health, and maintaining the integrity of your nervous system. Are you ready to truly unravel these complexities, to move beyond the superficial and embrace a truly informed strategy for your health? Because in our next segment, we will begin to dissect the very foundational principles of glucose metabolism and how they uniquely shift for you. the middle-aged individual, setting the stage for a more effective and sustainable management plan. Welcome back, esteemed viewers. In our previous segment, we began to uncover the critical truth that managing diabetes, especially for you in the 45 to 54 age bracket, transcends the overly simplistic directive of merely cutting out sugar. We touched upon the nuanced physiological shifts occurring in your body during middle age, shifts that demand a more sophisticated, science-driven approach to maintaining stable glucose levels and safeguarding your long-term health. Today, we delve deeper, setting the foundational understanding of glucose metabolism itself, and then meticulously examining how these age-related changes uniquely complicate this intricate biological process within your system. At its core, glucose is your body's primary energy currency. Every cell, from the beating muscle of your heart to the intricate neurons in your brain, relies on glucose for fuel. Think of glucose as the essential raw material that powers your entire internal machinery. But how does this vital fuel get from your bloodstream into your cells, where it can be utilized? This is where insulin, a hormone produced by specialized cells in your pancreas, specifically the beta cells, plays its absolutely crucial role. Consider insulin as a master key. Its function is to unlock the doors of your cells, allowing glucose to enter and be converted into energy. When this system operates flawlessly, your blood glucose levels remain within a healthy, tightly regulated range. However, for many of you navigating life in your 40s and 50s, this finely tuned system begins to experience subtle yet significant disruptions. Have you ever considered what might be happening at a cellular level beyond what you consciously perceive? One of the most prevalent challenges that emerges during this phase is the development of insulin resistance. Imagine those cellular doors, once easily opened by insulin, now becoming a bit stiff, perhaps even rusty. Your cells are no longer as responsive to insulin signal, meaning more insulin is required to achieve the same effect of allowing glucose entry. This isn't a sudden event. It's a gradual, often insidious process influenced by factors such as changes in body composition, increased visceral fat around your organs, and even the natural aging of your cellular machinery. Your pancreas, in an attempt to compensate, initially works harder, producing ever-increasing amounts of insulin to overcome this resistance. But, as you can imagine, this increased demand puts a significant strain on those hardworking beta cells. Concurrently with rising insulin resistance, there's another critical, age-related physiological shift, a gradual decline in the functional capacity of your pancreatic beta cells. Over years, and for various reasons, including genetic predispositions and the chronic stress of insulin resistance, these beta cells may start to lose their ability to produce sufficient insulin. They become, quite literally, exhausted. So, while your cells are demanding more insulin due to resistance, your pancreas is simultaneously becoming less efficient at supplying it. Do you see the emerging dilemma? This dual challenge, increased demand coupled with diminished supply, creates a perfect storm, leading to persistently elevated blood glucose levels. Furthermore, consider the broader hormonal landscape of middle age. For women, the menopausal transition brings significant fluctuations in estrogen and progesterone, which can directly influence insulin sensitivity and glucose metabolism. For men, a gradual decline in testosterone can also contribute to changes in body composition, including increased fat mass and decreased muscle mass, both of which negatively impact insulin sensitivity. Have you ever pondered the ripple effect of these seemingly disparate hormonal shifts on your metabolic health? It's a complex interplay where one change can cascade into several others, demanding a holistic understanding. Another often overlooked factor is sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass. Your muscles are primary sites for glucose uptake. As muscle mass diminishes, your body's capacity to efficiently clear glucose from the bloodstream is reduced, further contributing to higher blood sugar levels. Add to this the redistribution of fat, with a tendency to accumulate more visceral fat around your abdominal organs. This type of fat is metabolically active, releasing inflammatory markers and free fatty acids that further exacerbate insulin resistance. So, while you might feel generally well, these internal transformations are silently at work, laying the groundwork for greater challenges in glucose management. Understanding these intricate physiological changes, insulin resistance, declining beta cell function, hormonal shifts, and alterations in body composition is absolutely paramount. It illuminates why a simple cut sugar approach is insufficient. It's not just about the sugar you consume. It's about how your aging body processes all carbohydrates, how it responds to insulin, and how your internal environment influences these processes. This deeper knowledge empowers you to move beyond superficial remedies and embrace strategies that truly address the root causes of your elevated glucose. Because as we emphasized, uncontrolled diabetes, fueled by these very mechanisms, continues its silent campaign, potentially causing damage to your eyes, kidneys, heart, and nerves, often without any immediate perceptible symptoms. Are you now beginning to appreciate the profound difference between a superficial understanding and a truly informed perspective on your diabetes management? In our next segment, we will translate this foundational knowledge into actionable insights, exploring how medical nutrition therapy, not just a diet, can be precisely tailored to counteract these age-related challenges and help you regain tighter control over your glucose homeostasis. Welcome back, truly engaged viewers. In our last discussion, we meticulously dissected the fundamental mechanisms of glucose metabolism and, crucially, illuminated how the natural physiological shifts accompanying your journey into the 45 to 54 age bracket uniquely complicate this intricate biological process. We understood why a superficial directive like just cut sugar barely scratches the surface when confronted with insulin resistance, declining beta cell function, and the broader hormonal landscape of middle age. Today, we transition from understanding the what and why to embracing the how, specifically how medical nutrition therapy, or MNT, serves as a cornerstone, a sophisticated tool precisely calibrated to counteract these age-related challenges and empower you to regain tighter, more effective control over your glucose homeostasis. Have you ever considered the profound difference between simply going on a diet and actively engaging in medical nutrition therapy? For individuals like you, living with diabetes in this pivotal life stage, MNT isn't about temporary restriction. It is a scientifically informed, individualized strategy meticulously designed by a registered dietitian or nutritionist. Think of it as tailoring a bespoke suit for your unique metabolic needs. It recognizes that your body's response to different macronutrients, carbohydrates, proteins, and fats is no longer what it was in your 20s, and therefore, your nutritional approach must evolve in sophistication and precision. One of MNT's primary objectives is to directly address the insulin resistance we discussed earlier, those stiff, rusty doors on your cells. How does it achieve this? By focusing intently on the quality and quantity of carbohydrates you consume. It moves beyond the simplistic sugar versus no sugar dichotomy to explore the glycemic index and glycemic load of foods. Do you know the difference in how your body processes a refined white bagel versus a bowl of steel-cut oats, even if both contain carbohydrates? MNT guides you to favor complex carbohydrates, whole grains, legumes, and a rainbow of non-starchy vegetables, which are rich in fiber. This fiber acts like a natural brake, slowing down glucose absorption, preventing sharp spikes in your blood sugar, and thereby reducing the immediate demand on your already challenged pancreas. This sustained, gentle release of glucose can, over time, improve your cellular sensitivity to insulin, making those cellular doors more responsive once again. Furthermore, MNT emphasizes the critical role of protein and healthy fats. For you, in this stage of life, maintaining muscle mass is paramount in combating sarcopenia, that age-related muscle loss that diminishes your body's capacity to efficiently clear glucose. Adequate protein intake, strategically timed throughout your day, supports muscle synthesis and helps preserve this vital metabolic tissue. Have you ever considered that your protein choices could be directly impacting your glucose control? Similarly, incorporating healthy fats from avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil not only promotes satiety, but also plays a crucial role in reducing systemic inflammation, a silent accomplice in insulin resistance and the accumulation of visceral fat. These fats help stabilize blood sugar and support overall cellular health, creating a more favorable internal environment for glucose regulation. Beyond just what you eat, MNT also delves into how and when you eat. Portion control, for instance, becomes an art form, ensuring you provide your body with sufficient fuel without overwhelming its glucose processing capacity. Mindful eating practices, where you truly savor your meals and pay attention to your body's hunger and fullness cues, can significantly impact your overall glucose management. Have you ever considered how the simple act of slowing down your meal or being fully present during your eating experience could positively influence your blood sugar response? This isn't just about discipline. It's about building a sustainable, intelligent relationship with food that serves your long-term health goals. The beauty of medical nutrition therapy lies in its personalization. There's no one-size-fits-all meal plan for diabetes, especially for your age group with its unique physiological nuances. Your MNT will be tailored to your specific type of diabetes, your current glucose control, your lifestyle, your preferences, and any coexisting health conditions. It's about empowering you with the knowledge to make informed food choices that are not only beneficial for your blood sugar, but also enjoyable and sustainable. This is how we begin to actively mitigate the silent damage we spoke of. By consistently providing your body with the optimal fuel it needs, we reduce the burden on your eyes, kidneys, heart, and nerves, protecting them from the insidious effects of chronic hyperglycemia. Are you now beginning to envision food not merely as sustenance, but as a powerful, personalized therapeutic tool in your diabetes management arsenal? In our next segment, we will build upon this foundation, exploring the equally indispensable role of structured exercise regimens, tailored precisely to your capabilities and needs, in further enhancing glucose uptake and boosting your overall well-being. Truly engaged viewers, in our last discussion, we meticulously explored how medical nutrition therapy serves as a cornerstone, a sophisticated, personalized tool designed to counteract the age-related challenges your body faces in managing glucose. We understood that food, when approached with precision and scientific insight, becomes a powerful therapeutic agent. Today, we build upon that foundation, turning our attention to the equally indispensable role of structured exercise regimens, precisely tailored to your capabilities and needs, in further enhancing glucose uptake, improving insulin sensitivity, and profoundly boosting your overall well-being. Have you ever considered exercise as a form of medicine, specifically formulated for your metabolic health? For individuals like you, navigating diabetes in the 45 to 54 age bracket, exercise is far more than just about staying active. It is a potent physiological intervention that directly addresses many of the core issues we previously dissected, such as insulin resistance and sarcopenia. Think of it as reactivating and optimizing your body's internal glucose management machinery. Let's delve into the profound scientific mechanisms at play. When you engage in physical activity, your muscles, which are significant consumers of glucose, become incredibly efficient at absorbing sugar from your bloodstream. This process occurs through pathways that, remarkably, can function independently of insulin, especially during and immediately after exercise. Imagine your muscle cells, once somewhat resistant to insulin's key, now developing alternative, insulin-independent doors that swing wide open to welcome glucose. This immediate effect significantly helps to lower your blood glucose levels, but the benefits extend far beyond the immediate post-exercise period. Over time, with consistent, structured activity, your cells, particularly those in your muscles, become inherently more sensitive to insulin. This means that less insulin is required to achieve the same glucose-lowering effect, thereby reducing the strain on your hard-working pancreatic beta cells, which we know are already facing age-related challenges. Consider the dual power of different exercise modalities. Aerobic exercise, such as brisk walking, swimming, cycling, or dancing, elevates your heart rate, and improves your cardiovascular fitness, which is absolutely critical given the heightened risk of heart disease for individuals with diabetes. But beyond cardiovascular benefits, these activities enhance your body's capacity to utilize glucose for fuel, improving overall glucose disposal and contributing to weight management, particularly reducing that metabolically active visceral fat we discussed. Have you ever noticed how a consistent walking routine seems to make your entire body feel more balanced and responsive? This is part of that systemic improvement. Equally crucial, and perhaps even more pivotal for your age group, is resistance or strength training. We talked about sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass, and its detrimental impact on glucose control. Strength training directly counters this. By building and maintaining muscle tissue, you are quite literally expanding your body's primary glucose storage and utilization sites. More muscle means a larger glucose vacuum, capable of pulling more sugar out of your bloodstream more effectively. Furthermore, muscle tissue is metabolically active, burning more calories even at rest, which aids in weight management and further improves insulin sensitivity. Have you considered incorporating simple resistance exercises, perhaps using your own body weight or resistance bands, into your routine? The impact on your metabolic health can be truly transformative. The structured aspect of these regimens is paramount. This isn't about random bursts of activity. It's about a planned, progressive approach. Consulting with your healthcare provider and perhaps an exercise physiologist or certified personal trainer knowledgeable in diabetes management is highly advisable. They can help you design a program that is safe, effective, and tailored to your current fitness level, any existing health conditions, and your personal preferences. They will guide you on appropriate intensity, duration, and frequency, ensuring you reap maximum benefits while minimizing risks, such as hypoglycemia or injury. Monitoring your blood glucose before and after exercise, especially when you're initiating a new routine, becomes a vital practice, allowing you to understand your body's unique response and adjust accordingly. Ultimately, the power of exercise, when combined synergistically with medical nutrition therapy and, when necessary, pharmacological agents, creates a formidable defense against the complexities of diabetes. It's a holistic strategy that empowers your body to heal, to become more efficient, and to actively combat the silent systemic damage that uncontrolled glucose levels can inflict upon your eyes, kidneys, heart, and nerves. It's about more than just managing a condition. It's about reclaiming vitality, enhancing your physical capabilities, and enriching your quality of life during this vibrant chapter of your existence. Are you now truly beginning to grasp the comprehensive, multifaceted approach required to not just live with diabetes, but to thrive with it? By understanding these intricate mechanisms and embracing these powerful tools, informed nutrition and purposeful movement, you're not simply reacting to a diagnosis. You are proactively shaping a healthier, more resilient future. You are taking command of your most precious asset, your health, ensuring that you can continue to enjoy every moment of your life with vigor and confidence.